Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode on SkizzleCraft. So we are starting off today directly after my outro from the previous video. As I promised, we got another video out straight away. So this footage is all my Halloween build that I promised in the last episode. I felt really bad about doing, and I need to get it out before Halloween because, well, it just won't do to release a Halloween episode after Halloween. But I'm starting off down here at the site of the Big Dig. As you can see, this is the section we all dug out. This is where we dig the group dig. There seems to be something still lying around. And we have the ancient city under here. Actually, this is a good place. This would be our first chunk we dug out from this spot. So you can just see how much everyone on the servers worked together and worked really hard and lost lots of pickaxes getting this done. And yeah, this minigame is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm taking part. I have signed up and hopefully we can get a full episode out of that. So I think once it's done, I will just edit the footage down, depending on how long it is, and just release that so you can see how the game went. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun. It sounds really fun. All I know at the minute is these barrels are going to have items in that we have to collect and give in for points. That's as far as I know so far, and I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of wardens spawned, which kind of scares me because I've never done any warden stuff before, but yeah, that's for another day. Right now, we are going to head up and work on our build. So resources are gathered and I've sorted out a spot for this. Instead of doing it here, I'm going to be doing it over to the side of the portal here. So I've just marked out with the white wool here where I'm going to be starting, and this is the outside section. Let me just get rid of this pillar. This is the outside section, so this is the size of, well, this is the largest part of it going around, so it's not going to be any wider, which means we're going to need to do a lot of terraforming. So a lot of this is going to need to be dug out, all this is going to be dug out, and it needs to go all the way back here. So this little ravine we've got here is going to be opened up. Luckily, the cave goes in that direction, so I might end up digging all the way down to the open section down there. I'm not quite sure, but probably a bit of help with TNT is going to be needed. But first, I'm going to start this. So once I get the white wool section done, you will know exactly what I'm going to be building next. So I think I'll jump straight in and get this bit done now. So that's the first little bit done. That probably the most difficult part with a lot of scaffolding up and down from the ground, but at least from this point I can stand on here. And if you can't see what it is already, let's head up with free cam. So this is the shape we've got, and of course I need to build a spider on top of this. And then once the spider is done, then we will work on getting this attached, which means we're going to need to do terraforming. So these hills are going to need to be pulled out, this section. I'll probably try and pull this out a little bit here and have like a steep cliff. I'm not quite sure how wide it'll be just yet, but just somewhere to attach this. I was thinking down here of maybe building some trees. So having some custom trees, maybe Halloween-y themed, using a bit of oranges. I do know someone on the server who's very good at building custom trees, so if I ask very nicely, I might get a little bit of help. But I'm not quite sure how much. This side I might terraform and bring this hill section up a little bit as well. And then, of course, in the middle here, needs to be dug out, so there's going to be a little bit of TNT explosions going on in this area, and then we can terraform it after. But all the terraforming and stuff is going to come later. I'm not quite sure if I'll get it done in the next couple of days or next week. I am actually moving house next week, so hopefully I can get it done, get everything finished before then, because I'm not quite sure how it's going to work with internet and whether I'll be able to get online straight away or not. So yeah, I want to get it done as quick as possible. But I think right now I need to head up and collect a little bit more black wool. Ow. Because this isn't enough. I need, I think, 3 or 4 stacks more. So I need to go head up and see if I've got them. If not, I'll head up to the shopping district and buy them. And then we can jump in to building the spider. So there we go. Quick visit to the shopping district. And that gives me enough dirt for the build. Not enough dirt, enough black wool for the build. So now we can jump straight in. I don't think I need all this in my inventory at once. Now we can jump straight into the time lapse. So let's get going. So unfortunately I had a power cut right near the end of building this first section of build. And when I got back on, I tried to recover the replay mod file but couldn't get it to open. It was just giving me as a 0-second recording. So unfortunately we'll have to skip over the time lapse for this little bit. So there we go. The main part of the spider is done. I've still got some detailing and extra texturing that needs doing, but that is the main body of the spider. If I can actually fly to see it properly. So I've added in some glow lighting to kind of light it all up. It's really difficult to get it to look decent in like decent locations where lights it all up without it kind of ruining. So I don't know whether I should switch it out for something else, but there isn't really anything I can put on other than torches or lanterns or end rods. They're all going to be completely visible. Well, with this dug out and tree locations marked, the terraforming on the 2 sections that needed raising is pretty much done. Obviously, this all needs detailing if I want to put some moss and things on. But the actual dirt and stuff is perfectly fine for now and touches both this section and that section. These 2 and these 2 are going to have smallish trees. I've just marked them out with normal oak trees for now. These are going to have smallish trees added in, but I'm just going to do like my own trees. Right now I'm collecting lots of orange. Because I'm going to be doing these like orangey trees. I'm going to do them a little bit more Halloween-y. So they're going to be, instead of just the normal green leaves, I'm going to use all the orange and red blocks. And add some cobwebs and stuff. And I've been collecting lots of things what I need here. This should be enough to do the 1 tree that I'm going to be putting here, which is the biggest of them. The only thing I'm missing right now is the pumpkins. So I've got a load planted down here. I just need about 100 more, so I'm just jumping back into collecting these as they grow. And then I might leave it here for a while because I've got those other trees to do, even though they're going to be smaller. I am going to need more pumpkins, and the only ones I can see up in the actual district are placed down, not grown. I'm not going to take the ones someone's placed down because they all seem to be decorative. All these here and these in this section. Don't think there are any growing that I can kind of harvest. So we'll just keep our little field down the back. But first things first now, I'm going to start with the tree. So I'm going to just start with the trunk of the first one, which actually needed to be on the other side of the spider. So we're just going to start with the trunk first, and then we're going to add all the greenery, or rather orange, or the canopy of the tree after. So I'm building this out of oak with a little bit of spruce and jungle just thrown in for, you know, a little bit of texturing, extra little bit of colour. And then at the top, the actual leaf area is a mixture of wool, and we've got glass, both orange and red. Orange concrete, orange terracotta, and smooth red sandstone. And then cobwebs in just for a little bit extra texture and a little bit extra detail. Obviously, a little bit more Halloween themed. So I think I'll start the trunk first and see how it fits in with this. It's going to be around here. that the trunk is going to go up and then it kind of goes out and then the leaves will fill this. And then afterwards we will use the white wool to attach it properly to the tree. So that is the trunk and the branches done on the tree. It was actually a lot more difficult than I realised. Lots of temporary blocks, and I should have really brought scaffolding, so I had to go get some scaffolding and made this a little bit easier. It's a little bit difficult to see from down here, so if we open the free cam, you see we've got lots of branches, and these are all going to be filled up with the orange and red coloured leaves, and it's going to bush out in this section. So once the leaves are on, then I'll attach the spider web to it. But I think there's a few dirt blocks I've missed. I need to go around and just make sure I haven't left any. But I'm pretty sure I'll find them while I'm adding all the leaves. So I think we'll just start off at the bottom and just kind of work on one little section at a time. So I think if we can get this section done first, work our way around, then when we get to the top, it'll be a little bit easier, because then if I fall, at least I'll have some underneath me. I don't have to fall all the way down. I might need more than one stack of scaffolding, but hopefully it's enough for now. So I'm going to go grab the rest of these pumpkins. I'm almost at enough pumpkins to do the whole thing. I've got, yeah, nearly a stack and a half. I can't remember how many was I need. I think it was about 116 pumpkins, if I counted right, something like that. A couple of stacks anyway. Oops, and now I'm destroying all this. But yeah, let's go head up, and I think we'll do a little bit of a time lapse for the leaves. Okay, so I got a bit carried away with the trees. I know I said I was gonna build the first one. Time ran away with me. As you could see in the time lapse, we've got more than one tree built. We've actually almost finished. We go up here and have a quick look around. You can see we've got our lovely spider here, and we've got the big tree that we started with over here, which was the one I planned on getting done right now. And then we've got a little one up there, and we've got a medium-sized one up there, and then we have the big one, which took quite a while to figure out, because I think just building a singular branch to hold this section up looked silly. So we've got a big kind of leaning tree covering the gap over this section. I'm not sure whether I need to build some smaller trees in between. I could do that just to kind of join it up so it's not just trees on these sections. But there is one more large tree to build. Well, there's actually 2 medium ones on these 2 sections. I think I've got one figured out that I can just build the one tree that will kind of branch between the 2. So I'm going to build that one now. Not quite sure whether I'll time lapse on that one or not. I think you've probably had enough of time lapsing, but let's just hop into free cam a second. You can see I've been digging out of this section as well to open up this kind of ravine underneath to, well, just make a bit more sense that spiderweb's hanging over it. So as you can see, we've got quite a large area dug out, but not it being too much that it goes all the way up. And as you can see, if we go down here, I uncovered some of the caves, kind of dug this section out all the way down. I might need to change this a little bit. It looks a bit flat, but ow. Let me find my bow. Yeah, it's not lit up very well. Anyway, we dug out all the way to this cave. I just need to move the beacon at some point. And then dug down to this. I've actually got a big flooded cave down there. And then there was water up in this section, so I've just kind of filled this middle bit. So this section up here was full of water, so I've just let that flow over, dug out a little bit more here and have it so it flows all the way down into that flooded cave at the bottom. So yeah, I'm thinking it's looking quite nice. So I've got one more tree to build and then possibly some smaller ones to connect these, but I might just do a bit of terraforming and some bushes and other things to join these up rather than more trees, because yeah, I've kind of had enough of trees and I've kind of had enough of orange at the minute. And right now it is the 25th of October. I started this on the 10th, I think. So I've been doing this for quite a while, on top of moving house and working full time and looking after the kids and everything else. So yeah, it's taken a lot longer than I expected. So let's get this finished and hopefully we can get this episode out before Halloween. I mean, that's the plan anyway. So the last of the trees are done. And I can just check this is all up to date. I'm close enough that I don't have to go anywhere to update these. So there is our build finally complete. We've got a lot of podzol around. It would have been nice to have more for this section, but I completely ran out. And yeah, the last bit, some of these sections, I was just like planting saplings, planting the big spruce saplings and letting it grow. But over here, it's too close to the build to finish it. But if we go up here now, we have our final tree done and built, and a bit of terraforming done around. Switched this out to podzol because it matched a lot better with the trees, and I'm really happy with this, how the whole build turns out. Let's head up here and go into free cam so we can have a proper look at the whole build. Sun's still up, so we're not going to die while we're doing this. But there we have our spider Halloween build surrounded by our Halloween themed orange trees, and each of these trees are slightly different. As you can see, I really do like this one. It's took a while to plan and get the branches right of it hanging over the ravine. I've tried my best to bring a little bit of the wood down the cliffside here as if it was like the roots in. I have got hanging roots I was going to add in, but I haven't done that. There's probably lots of small things I'll think about and add as time goes by, but if I want to get this episode out, it's not going to be now. So we've got all our different trees, everything from our tiny little kind of willow style tree to, well, this is my favourite one. I love this tree. Probably should have added more planks to some of the other trees, but we've got our web. spanned out across all the trees and the landscape, and I'm really happy with how this whole thing turns out. And it would be much nicer without the rain. Maybe with a bit of shaders on as well. Oh, this area is looking really good in the nighttime with the shaders on. I'm really liking this spooky look, as you can see up here, especially with the starlight in the background with the resorts pack. I really like how this is looking. I'm actually liking how the whole of the Halloween area is starting to look, but I am pretty much done. There is small things I can do, but I think I've worked for long enough on this, and that is all I've got time for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think, because, well, I did all this kind of randomly. I've never done this kind of build before. I did, yes, go in creative to try out the shape, and then mostly bring it over here. It's not a direct copy, but I think it turned out really well. And I've spent a lot of time over here, both at the Big Dig and building the Halloween stuff. So, oh, there's zombies coming after me. Yeah, I'm ready to get back to the base and start doing some work on another section of the city. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think about the Halloween build, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.